I wanted my course to be something that was most impactful for them, that would give them an ability to use music to reason through past experiences, failures, a way to deal with emotions. So that's how I structured my course. But how am I going to present the material? What material should I present? Do they care about John Cage? Should they? Interesting question. But we need to give them the content and also show them that there's someone that cares about them. That there is a reason why they're taking this course and that the world hasn't abandoned them from a choice they made a while ago. So, my course looks like this. I have a landing page, and I have video content. So, in that one, I introduce myself, tell a little bit about myself, have a picture of my puppy, kind of give them a face of the teacher. And on the left-hand side, I have their modules of the stuff we cover. So, we cover the elements of music since 1900, Romantic period, all that stuff, typical stuff. But we have it with a different slant. So like I said, it's in video form so that they have something to see and to watch. Most of my students didn't have a textbook. There might be one or two that's available for them to look at. So I kind of created the content myself so that they would have something. I covered content like you would in a normal music appreciation course. So this one in particular starts introducing music since 1900. I like to go backwards because I find that it's kind of alienating to start with Gregorian chant. So I like to start with current music and talk about that stuff. We talk about Romantic period. It's always going to have like an introduction, some learning outcomes, and then things that they need to do for the week. I then include a section called The Problem with Universals, where we talk about what makes music good. Why do you like the music that you like? Can you say that something is bad? What elements about it makes it bad? They even read an article about how Spotify took down R. Kelly's music after all those allegations about him. And we talk about whether that makes his music no longer good, whether or not that was true or not. It's a nice opportunity to talk about mistakes and how that doesn't actually affect the things that you produce. So, now we're talking about content and things that I do. One thing that I like to do is a 24-hour journal. This might look familiar to you. You might have done it before, where you have to list everything you hear over a 24-hour period. When I have my community college students do this, it's usually something like the music that comes on the radio when they drive home, or how much they really like Justin Bieber, or something like that. It's not really that exciting. These students, though, have completely different perspectives when they did this assignment. For instance, this is one of my students' responses. While normally being hyper-aware of my immediate surroundings as a defense mechanism and a learned form of survival behavior, the smaller and non-threatening sounds tend to blend into the background and escape my notice for the most part. I became more aware of my surroundings. Quite a few of these surroundings are noticed on a different level of consciousness. The tuneless whistle, the chair dragging across the floor, and the shower shoes, especially the dreaded intercom. Things like that. I also received a submission from a student who talked about the sound that the guard's shoes make whenever he walks by their cell. And they can tell by that sound whether they're in a good mood or a bad mood. Totally different perspective than what I had received previously to that.